Oh boy, do I ever have a haul for you this month. There's so many things in here, ranging from like a Colourpop order, Holo taco, so nail polish, Sephora, candles, clothing. Like this is a lot. Let's dive right into it. So I put my 3 Sephora orders into this little bin here. I had some gift certificates from work for Sephora. You can basically choose whatever kind of gift certificate you want, but I chose Sephora. And I had about $250 worth of gift certificates, so I was like, whatever, just order during the Sephora sale, get a whole bunch of stuff that you normally would not pay that kind of money for, and that's basically what I did. So I put in 3 different orders, which was a little bit much. I can't really remember what was in each, but let's just start pulling things out of here. One of the things that I wanted to try out was the Sol de Janeiro Bum Bum Cream, or is it Boom Boom Cream? I don't know. Everybody raves on and on about the scent of that moisturizer, but because I'd never tried it before, I didn't want to spend like 50 or 60 bucks on a moisturizer because scent is personal, right? So I decided to pick up one of these little sets that they had. It's the Jet Set Summer set, I guess. It comes with a Brazilian Crush hair and body fragrance mist, a shower gel, as well as the original cream. So this was, I'm gonna guess, around like 30 bucks, maybe 35, and I thought it was a decent way to like try out the scent of this, because I wanted to know, you know, what all the hype was about. And I gotta tell you, this is incredible. It smells so freaking good. Ooh, okay, hang on. It's beachy, but not too much. There's like, I don't even know how to describe it, hints of coconut, but it's warm, it's beachy. There's not like an overabundance of whatever we call it, like that sunscreen spray scent, which just always sounds weird to me, but it's just really good, and it actually like lasts on the skin quite a bit. Oh, now it's oozing everywhere. So I put some on my arm after I got it, just to like make sure if I liked the scent of it. And it just lasted on my arm for a long time, the scent of it. And it just, I was in love. Like I was absolutely in love with the scent. So in the next Sephora order that I put in, I actually ended up getting the full size of the Bum Bum Cream. This is so expensive, okay? I think it was $59. That is extreme, okay? Like, I don't know why this moisturizer is so expensive. There is no way that I would have bought this if I didn't have a gift card. I'm just putting that out there. Gift card and the sale, the 20% off, 15% off, certainly helped make buying this a lot more reasonable for me, because like, it's big, sure, but is it like big enough to warrant 60 bucks? It's only 8 ounces. It's not that much moisturizer, but it does smell friggin' good. So I picked this up after smelling this because, yeah, I was sold. Oh, the inside of the box, I just noticed, it actually says pronounced boom boom. Huh, this will make your heart go boom boom. That's so funny. Okay, all right, it's the Boom Boom Cream. That sounds even weirder. Does it? I don't know, Bum Bum Cream, Boom Boom Cream, both of them sound bizarre. Okay, so continuing on with the Sephora orders, I decided to pick up 3 of the Tarte lashes in GTL, which they say is short for Go-To Lashes. They're the ones I'm wearing right now. I picked them up several months ago when they were out of my favorite flirt style, because I was loving that, and I thought that these were like gonna be way too big on the eyes. And then I put them on and I was like, in love with the size of these lashes. They are larger than I would normally wear, but there's something super flattering about them. So I decided to pick up 3 pairs because Tarte lashes have quickly kind of become like my favorite lashes. They just somehow work for me, and they do last a really long time. And I just didn't want to be without them, even though I have an overabundance of lashes right now. Like I really don't need to be picking up anymore. But I seem to be wearing these ones exclusively in my videos, so I just wanted to grab 3 more. And I don't think they're unreasonable. I think they're around 16 bucks Canadian. So, you know, with the discount, cheaper. I also picked up something that I say that I never do, but I had to because I had a gift card, right? I picked up a high-end mascara. I haven't done this in years, okay? I talk about how it's way too expensive to be buying a $30 mascara when you're just gonna be throwing it out in 6 months, and that the drugstore has plenty of good options. And they do, but I had these gift cards, the sale was on, and honestly, I haven't tried this mascara in ages, and I remember loving it so much that I wanted to pick it up again. So it is the Makeup Forever Smoky Stretch Mascara. I don't want to open it just yet because I am using another mascara at the moment, but it is a plastic bristle brush in a conical wand that fits perfectly into my lash area to like comb through the lashes and get beautifully mascaraed lashes. Okay, this is one of my favorites, but I just couldn't bring myself to spend the money on it before, because CoverGirl Clump Crusher does a great job too. There was no point in me buying this. But we're in COVID times and I had extra free money and I decided I wanted to pick it up. So I'll be opening that soonish, but I'm just working through like another mascara at the moment. I also recently discovered my love for Glam Glow, and that, what's it called? Hydro Boost face mask, something or other. The one I got like either last haul or the haul before. I love it. Okay, like it is super moisturizing. It works like a charm. I use it a few times a week just when my skin feels really tight, and it just locks in moisture. Okay, so I wanted to try more by Glam Glow, and their prices are just extreme as far as I'm concerned. But this is the Glam Glow Water Burst Hydrated Glow Moisturizer. So the other one that I got is more of like a face mask, but honestly it sinks right in, so I just use it as a moisturizer, just like a supercharged moisturizer. But I wanted to try out something that would be like used more on the regular, and I do really like these kind of gelatinous, what do you even call them? Gel type moisturizers. So I haven't even opened this yet. Oh, it's less gel than I was thinking. Not much of a scent to it. It's a little bit thicker. Oh no, it is a gel consistency. It's just not as translucent as I was expecting. That feels nice, but I haven't tried it yet, so who knows. These are overpriced too, 100%. I ended up buying luxury things just because I had those gift cards. But hey, I wanted to give it a go, so I picked that one up. And then I also grabbed this Pharmacy Honey Potion. I have not tried very much by Pharmacy. I know I got a sample size of their, it's a moisturizer, is it called like the greens or something? It was really good, and I contemplated picking up that moisturizer, but I decided to try the Glam Glow one first. So instead I decided to pick up the Honey Potion Renewing Antioxidant Hydration Mask. Can you tell I like hydrating stuff? I think I've seen some people using this before, probably on Instagram, and it just looked like a lot of fun. I did get the smaller size because it was pricey and I don't know if I like it yet. So it's kind of neat too, because it comes with this little spatula on top that's magnetized to the lid. Like there's a magnet in there, so that's actually really handy. And yeah, it's just a hydrating mask. I'm surprised at myself for buying so much, you know, skincare stuff really, because it just didn't really excite me before. But with quarantine, you know, like I'm wearing less makeup, so I might as well do something fun for my skin. And it's kind of gooey, it moves around in there. So this one doesn't really have a scent that I can smell out of it. I haven't tried it yet, so I will be eager to give this one a go too. I also grabbed one of these Sephora collection face masks. This is the coconut face mask. Haven't tried this one out yet, but I remember liking the pumpkin one, so I wanted to try another one. And I did get a few free samples. When I was placing these orders, I was considering getting the Glam Glow Super Mud Clearing Treatment, but they had them as sample sizes that you could get. Was it Point Perk? Maybe it was Point Perk. So I decided to get them as Point Perks because, like, you know, I can try it out before I buy it kind of thing, and there's enough in here to get a good feeling on whether or not I'll like it. In terms of other samples, I got this Christoph Robin. I want to say Christopher Robin, but it's Christoph Robin. I don't really know what this is. It's a shade variation hair mask. It corrects brassy or yellow tones. It's basically one of those purple shampoos from the looks of it. Although I think it's so funny, correct yellow tone in your hair. Like my hair is yellow. I don't really want to get rid of the yellowness of it, so I don't really know what they're talking about with that, but anyway, I'll give that a shot. And then they must have done a replacement for samples in here, and I'm only mentioning it because I think it's funny. I don't know what samples I chose, but they ended up sending along 2 sample sizes of beard oil. Don't know what I'm gonna be doing with that. All right, next up, I placed an order at Colourpop, except it was the Fourth Ray Beauty side of things, so more skincare. So I recently ran out of the Fourth Ray Beauty oat face milk, which is like a hydrating type serum that I use before I put moisturizer on, although honestly it's so hydrating that you don't really need to apply moisturizer afterwards. But I'm getting older, my skin is getting drier, so I'm just packing on the moisture as much as I can. So I decided to get a replacement for it. I'm using the strawberry papaya face milk right now, and I'm just not in love with it. I don't feel like it works as well as the oat one does, and I don't like the smell as much either. So anyway, I picked up a oat face milk in the full size because I really like the last bottle I went through. I thought it was incredible, frankly. And then because they've got a whole bunch of other face milks, I wanted to try like all of them out, but that would have gotten very expensive. However, they have mini sized packets of them. So I picked up like both mini packets so I could try them out. And honestly, the bottles in here are quite well sized. So the first one I got here is Head in the Clouds. This one comes with the watermelon, papaya, turmeric, matcha, and then acai face milk. And to compare the sizes, so this is the full size oat milk that I got, and then this is the mini size of in the sets. And honestly, like there's a lot in here. You're getting about a ½ ounce in the mini and a full ounce in the larger size. So that's pretty good. You know what's weird though, is that the full size is made out of plastic. Like this is plastic, and yet the minis are made out of glass. Why would they do that? That just seems so strange. Why wouldn't you put the big one in glass too? And then in the other set, this is the Milky Way set. I have the coconut, chamomile, papaya. Is there papaya in the other one? Rose, and then avocado face milk. So I'm kind of super pumped to be having these sets because I just really like the face milks. Plus they're all in fun colors too, which, let's be honest, it's entertaining. Okay, and then I got a whole bunch of like cleansers. I've really gone off the deep end with skincare lately. I don't know what's wrong with me. This is not normal. So I got the 4-3 Beauty Cloud Bank Milky Cleanser. Just like the name of it, to be honest. The idea of a milky cleanser sounded fun. And I think I'm actually getting low on cleansers at the moment, which is what spurred me on to pick some of these up. I also picked up the AM to PM Gel Cleanser. I go back and forth between liking a creamy face wash versus like a gel-based one. I think overall I do tend to prefer the gel ones more, but it's nice to switch it up every now and then. So this is the Gel Cleanser. Got a pump on it, which is nice. Although I guess most gel cleansers do have pumps on them, don't they? And then the last thing I got from 4-3 Beauty is this Waterfall Gentle Tonic. I usually go for my Aveeno, what the heck? That's weird. I wasn't expecting it to be like this murky type substance. I was just saying I usually go for my Aveeno toner because I really like that product, but I was out and I wasn't able to find it on, was it well.ca or Shoppers Drug Mart online. So when I was placing this order, I was out of my Aveeno toner, so I just decided to pick one up at 4-3 Beauty. So this is the Waterfall Gentle Tonic. And yeah, it's kind of murky. I don't really know why. One of the selling points about this was that it said it quenches thirsty skin with hyaluronic acid and cucumber water. So yeah, again, give me all the moisture I can get in my skin. So that order took a while to show up, like a good 3 weeks. It was a long time. And during that time, I was able to find my Aveeno toner at my local grocery store, which is Metro. So I ended up picking up 2 of them. This is the one that I just had in the pile. The other one's being used in my bathroom. The only thing that's strange about this is that the scent is a little bit off, honestly, for the Aveeno toner. I don't know if they've changed the scent slightly, but I started using it a few weeks ago, like the other bottle, and I was like, why does it smell slightly different? So I don't know, it seems to be working just fine. I've always loved this thing, but the scent is slightly different. Okay, next, Holo Taco. That is the Christine from Simply Nailogical nail polish brand. She's out of Ottawa, and I find her immensely entertaining. And she put out another rainbow collection, and I was just like, okay, I guess I'm getting it. So I picked up the Pastel Rainbow collection. Jeez, just looking at that box, it's exciting. You don't get a better discount for buying the entire collection. You just get this box, which I'm gonna be like hard pressed to throw out because it's so friggin' pretty. So I think the whole collection was $94 US, which is a little bit painful. But you get, how many polishes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 polishes, and they are in that, what's it called? Linear holographic nail polish, which is what her rainbow collection was last year. And I have to tell you, I frigging love this formula of polish. It's like a smooth, shimmery polish with holographic glitter in it, but it's some of the easiest polish to take off, okay? Like I was expecting to have to like scrape to get this off my nails, but it just comes off as if it was like a cream polish, which is just wild. So I've been in love with the super bright rainbow polishes that I got last time, and then when she came out with this, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to get it too. So what you can't really see on camera because I don't have like sun shining on me is just how holographic these polishes are. Under dull light, they don't really look like much. Like if you look at that, it just looks like a shimmery pinkish polish, really. But if you put these under sun, the holographic reflectiveness of them is wild. It is so intense, it's vibrant, it is unbelievable. And I've worn the crap out of those other polishes, so I wanted to get like the more pastel versions of them too. So I'm just gonna hold this up for the camera as much as it'll focus on it and just read out the colors. So it would be your left to right. Pink Fizz, Coral Chaser, Peach Tea, Lemon Spritzer, Mint Mojito, Sparkling Water, and then Lavender Syrup. And I watched her video on, I hope that was in frame. I watched her video on the whole collection, and she wanted like drink themed polish names. So yeah, these are really pretty and I can't wait to put them on. So I think I said these were $94. Maybe it was 98, but the free shipping to Canada was at $100, and I was like, okay, great, now I gotta order something else. So I picked up a singular polish from Holo Taco, and this one's pretty self-explanatory why I picked it up. It's called Rainbow Snow, which frankly just encompasses two things that I love immensely. So it's basically just a silver holographic glitter polish. I haven't used it yet. This is the kind of polish that I wear on my toenails all the time. Like, it's the only thing I wear on my toenails from different brands. It doesn't really matter. But this kind of like glitter hollow polish is one of my favorites to wear. So I'll get some use out of it soon. I'm still busting through some other holographic polishes on my toes. But yeah, Rainbow Snow kind of like really sold me on it because that's such a great name. Okay, next up, I put in an order at Bath & Body Works because they were finally doing like a 2-for-1 3-wick candle deal, and I was like, okay, now's the time to stock up. So I ended up with 4 3-wick candles, which is just the big chunkers. 3 of them are Tiki Beach because that is the scent that I burn in my living room all throughout the warmer months. It's so good. It is so good. It's a very beachy, aquatic scent to me. There's some coconut in it. Oh, it actually says on the back for once. Okay. Tiki Beach, warm vanilla musk, orchids, toasted coconut with essential oils. I don't smell vanilla in this thing. I don't feel like the coconut is overpowering, but it's just a really good, like, overall beachy scent that I've enjoyed for many, many years. And I know I've talked about Tiki Beach quite a bit, so I won't harp on about it too much, but it is a scent that even though it's quite clean and fresh, it still smells really good while burning, which is not necessarily always the case. You know, when you get like a fresh scent and you burn it, like it doesn't make sense to my nose, but this one really is good. So yeah, 3 of those. And then I decided to pick up a large version of the Fresh Cut Lilacs because I burned that single wick candle at my workstation at home and of the Fresh Cut Lilacs, and I was obsessed with it. It just smelled so good. So I decided I need a large size of it. And it's incredible. This is like the smell of fresh lilacs for sure. Oh, it's so, so good. And then since I was already putting in that order, I decided to get more single wick candles for my workstation because I tend to burn through them fairly quickly because I burn them the entire workday. So I probably go through a candle every 2 to 3 weeks, I think. And because I had loved Fresh Cut Lilac so much before, I decided to pick up 2 more of them. It's just a really wonderful scent. Seriously, I can't get enough of this one. So I picked up 2 because I'm just in love with it. And then I picked up 2 other ones just because I felt like I should have some variety in my life, but maybe I'll regret that, I don't know. So this one here is the Sun Washed Citrus one, and it has no description on the bottom, so Oh yeah, it's mostly just like, how do I describe that? Well, it is citrusy, first of all. It smells very similar to the Body Shop Satsuma scent, but it's not as powerful. There is a bit of that like sun-washed scent to it. I know it says sun-washed citrus, but I don't even know how to describe that. Is it like beachy type? Anyway, whatever. I'm done trying to describe this thing. Sun-washed citrus. It does smell good. Anything citrusy is usually up my alley. And then this other one here is Brighter Day. I really like how freaking bright this thing is. It's orange zest and sea spray. And it doesn't smell like any of those things. It kind of smells like a too thick men's cologne. Like, what the heck is this scent? I may not like this one at all, but I do really like the color of the jar. All right, and the last few bits are clothing items that I have picked up. So I needed new running shorts because I've mentioned this, but I've gained weight and my current running shorts are just too tight. They are uncomfortable to wear and I just don't feel good in them. So I bit the bullet and decided to pick up more running shorts from Lululemon. I don't remember the name of these ones off the top of my head, so I'll have to put like, you know, an annotation somewhere to say what they are, but these are really quite comfortable. The length on the leg is actually 8 inches. I usually go for 6, but my body's just not having the 6-inch length right now, so 8 inches feels better. I normally buy a size 8 in Lululemon pants and shorts, which is what I own in my closet right now, but they just don't fit. So I sized up to a size 10. I will say that this stuff does, it's kind of compression and it does fit a little bit bigger than what you would normally guess. Like, I'm guessing my dress size right now is probably around a size 14, okay? So I'm buying a size 10 and it does fit really nice. And normally when I'm wearing the 8s, I feel like I'm normally actually size 10 dress. Hopefully this is making sense. My point is that you can size down in their stuff because it's quite elasticized. Anyway, I just gotta say, I feel so much better wearing these shorts. I just don't feel overly compressed all the time. Like in the size 8 shorts that I was wearing before, I was just like, I feel awful. There's something to be said for buying appropriately sized clothing to make you actually feel good in them. Like, I know sometimes people buy smaller clothes in order to make themselves lose weight, but I find it has the opposite effect on me. It just doesn't make me feel good at all. So I'm really happy that I bit the bullet and bought a larger size just because I was not feeling good while running at all. Just to talk a little bit about actual Lululemon shorts, I love the fact that they've got so many pockets. There's ones on the sides, there's ones on around the waistband. The quality of Lululemon, honestly, I've never experienced better, okay? I have shorts from like 10 years ago or pants from 10 years ago that have not worn out, okay? The material has not worn out whatsoever. The only thing that tends to wear out on these for me is the stitching on the inner thigh, like where my thighs would rub together while running. That will wear out like over time, over a long period of time, like 2 or 3 years, but you can take it back to Lululemon and get them to restitch it. And I've done that before with a pair of shorts. I brought them back and I was like, hey, can you just restitch the inside? And they're like, yeah, absolutely. And they're like, whoa, what shorts are these? Like, they must be really old. I'm like, yeah, your clothing just doesn't wear out. So that's just something to be aware of for Lululemon. They will restitch all clothing. They'll also hem your stuff too. Like if your pants are too long, bring it into them. They'll hem it for free. It's great. So yeah, these were expensive, probably around the $75 mark, but because the quality is second to none, I have no issue paying that. Okay, I also put in an order at Aerie. I had shit-talked these sleeping shorts before. I had said that the quality of them felt like garbage and I didn't know how I was going to like them. Well, let me tell you, they're really good, okay? I have a blue checkered pair that I was wearing and I decided to pick up the red pair as well. I picked them up in a size large and they're comfy. They're also great for the summertime because they're just lighter weight. I had some sleeping shorts that were actually quite thicker in consistency and I just noticed when I switched to wearing these, I wasn't as hot at night, which was nice. So yeah, just some sleeping shorts from Aerie. And then I also picked up some sweat shorts, which I don't think I've ever owned sweat shorts in my life, but I like the color of them. Like they're this just tie-dye pair of shorts that I was like, well, maybe you can pick some of these up. I tend to wear sweatpants like throughout the summer months, but every now and then I get a little bit too hot at home, even with the air conditioning going, and I'm like, okay, well maybe a pair of shorts to wear would be nice. So these are in a size medium. They do fit kind of large, to be honest, but they feel really soft because they're like fleecy on the inside. So, you know, I don't know how much I'm gonna be wearing these. It's not something I think I'd wear out in public either, because they're not exactly like stylish. I don't know. Also, who wears like sweat shorts in public? I say that, but you know what? I'm going to the grocery store and the liquor store now in my sweatpants, period. Like, I don't even put leggings on anymore. Okay, and the very last thing I put an order in at was Turtle. I love their t-shirts. I wear them all the time at home, especially during quarantine. I've just been wearing t-shirts and sweatpants. And I wanted a little bit more variety because I've been wearing like the same 3 shirts for an entire year. And let's be honest here, I end up wearing like a shirt for like 6 days straight because I'm not seeing anybody. So I just wanted a little bit more variety in what I was wearing. So I grabbed, how many shirts do I have here? Like 5? So this one you might have seen in one of my videos already because I did wear it. Rainbow kitties. Like, perfect. Just perfect. I think their little faces are so sweet. So friggin' cute. All these shirts are in a large, which is slightly too big for me, but the medium is just a little bit too form-fitting to be wearing at home all the time, so I went with the large. So yeah, rainbow kitties. Next one here says Crazy Cat Lady, because that's what I am. There's just a whole bunch of cats on the front. Very cat-themed t-shirts, okay? This next one here says Feline Lucky, and I mean, it's a black cat with a little clover in its mouth. Perfect for St. Patrick's Day, but frankly, I'm gonna wear it all year round. And this other one here says Cats, Cats, Cats on it, because I am that person who just wears cat shirts all the time. So cats, cats, cats. And then the other one that just doesn't fit the theme at all, but I thought it was really cute, is this little mermaid t-shirt. I think the drawing of her is so sweet. And I was a huge fan of the Little Mermaid when I was a little kid. So this just made me smile. So I thought I'd pick that one up too. And I tend to buy my t-shirts at Turtle when they go on a half off sale, which happens quite frequently. All of these shirts at regular price I think are 25 bucks, but when they go half off, they're $12.50, which is a great deal. And you know, feels a little bit better to be buying like 5 shirts at $12.50 than it does to be buying 5 shirts at 25 bucks. Okay, I think that is about it. I am surrounded by my purchases right now. I am tired of talking to the camera. So that's it for my haul for the month of April. There was a lot in here and I need to stop buying things right now because I don't need anything more. But these are all gonna be really fun to play with. So I'm glad I picked everything up. Anyway, thanks for joining me for the haul. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you next time. Bye.